It's Madden NFL 24, where we'll see who can claim Big Apple bragging rights. It's the New York Jets and the New York Giants, and it's coming up next.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets and their inner city rivals, the New York Giants. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
It's the battle for New York, or New Jersey for that matter. The Giants and Jets are underway. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds it.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So the Jets now in great position here to start things out. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. Rodgers' throw going into the hands of Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. To throw is Rodgers. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Jets. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now Jones. Once again, he finds Slayton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
That connection seemed to work out okay on the first play of the drive. Why not go right back to it? And once again, this defense is left without an answer as they surrender back-to-back first downs.
Throwing, Jones. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
Jones on first down. And this one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
2nd and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
On 2nd and goal, Jones, and that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger from a yard out. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was finished off with a touchdown by Daniel Bellinger. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Rodgers now to throw. Wilson's got it complete. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Jets.
Throwing is Rodgers. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. Catch made right side by Wilson. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll run with Hall. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
And a completion to Wilson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Rodgers now on first down. And it's complete to Adams. Touchdown, Jets. It's Davante Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Zerline now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. That's caught. Allen Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll get this to the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he is caught. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Gano's kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. On the return is Gibson. And he returns this to the 22. Aaron Rodgers and the Jets back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. On the slant, connects with Devontae Adams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So here's a 3rd and 14. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? On fourth down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Second half starts with a run by Hall. Oh, look at the juke. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football. He's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
2nd down and 8. They go right back to Singletary. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Shifts by him. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A solid stiff arm, and he's got this down to the 35. 79 yards rushing now for Singletary, and he's got a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run on first down with Singletary, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9. Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And I think there defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a first down.
Throwing Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quentin Williams able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
A handoff on the option to Singletary. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Singletary. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, The only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted.
A 25-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now, 14-13. So that gets him a little closer as he converts there, but you have to think back to the field goal he missed earlier.
Right now, that's the difference between leading and trailing. So at this moment, he's reciting that kicker's prayer that we know so well. Just give me one more shot before this one's said and done.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. On the return is Gibson, fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Jets set to take the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so that the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. On second down, a run with Hall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Now Rodgers. Stiff-armed it. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. There's a fake on the Jets, sweeping instead. A give to Hall up the middle. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Hall again.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third and down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To throw is Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to get the lead up to 4. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. So now Jones and the Giants down 17-13, 53 ticks to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Gets this to Bellinger. And a good job to get him to the ground quickly right there at the 36-yard line.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Pass complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Close to field goal range now. Get up, get set, and spike it.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That ball caught by Slayton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from East Rutherford.